Hi everybody, Beth Warren, registered dietitian and owner of Beth Warren Nutrition, here again to share with you another COVID-19 wellness update. Here's what I'm noticing these days in new clients coming to us. The obsession over the scale. Now more than ever, we are home, we are around it, and yet finding ourselves constantly weighing ourselves. How about this? Let's take a challenge to throw that scale in the garbage and focus on a bunch of actual true indicators of how you are doing overall in your weight and health. Here is why you should take the quarantine challenge to throw the scale in the garbage. Number one, the scale does not tell you body composition. A lot of us these days are actually working more or different forms of workout than what we've been used to. You don't know if you're gaining muscle. You don't know if you're losing fat. You don't know if you're retaining fluid. All these factors affect your total weight, and it will only affect your mood to go on too often. Number two, your weight fluctuates over the course of the day. I'm hearing people going on, forget about every day, which I don't advise, but multiple times in the day. By sleep patterns, it's affected by bowel movements. It's affected even if you drank a liter of water and jumped on the scale. All these factors, especially during this quarantine, are major. Also, simply eating even the healthy stuff, especially the healthy stuff like fibrous greens, leafy greens, they leave remnants in your gut over the day that have to fully be digested and take time. So we're always a higher weight as the day goes on. And that's just science. That has nothing to do with you being fat or gaining weight or eating a certain way. Actually, when you eat healthy, it might affect it too. Also, carbs and sodium affect total weight if they're abnormal, especially when they're abnormal to what you normally intake. The reality is, guys, we all want comfort food these days. We're all gravitating a little bit more towards grains, towards breads, towards carbs. That may or may not be the case. And if it's more than you're typically used to, non-quarantine life or day-to-day, you're going to retain a little bit more fluid than what you usually do. And newsflash, that's just normal. That has nothing to do with a certain plan you're following. So cortisol and stress, right? We're living in these times. I didn't make this stuff up. This truly are things that affect the scale in and of themselves. Cortisol and stress, which is super high right now, affect your weight in and of itself. They actually inhibit fat loss in an extreme chronic mode, which we are in now. So put the scale away. You have to also remember that the scale is not an indicator of total overall health. So I'm sure you're doing fine. Please don't base your health or how well you're doing because the number seems to be fluctuating day to day. And in case you're wondering, here are a couple things you could do right now that have nothing to do with the scale. Just focus on how you feel, okay? Move your body because it feels good. We know ourselves best. Trust yourself. Focus on how you feel. And then if you want to feel better, do the things that you know for yourself make you feel good. Like moving, the way you eat, yes, drinking a lot of fluids, hydrating, flushing things out. Maybe focus on some anti-bloating teas like fennel tea, mint tea, green tea. And of course, you could also do self-care regimens, meditation, focus on you, focus on mental health, always factors into your physical health. It will help you physically too. Don't put pressure on that scale right now. It is not an indicator of how well you are doing with eating and your weight. It is a circumstance. It is a consequence. It is completely altered because of all this high stress, anxiety provoking situation that we have. If you're noticing you're going on the scale way more often than you typically do, if you're noticing that you're going on the scale when you never normally do, if you find yourself using the scale to mean something it does not, and if you find that the scale is just adding pressure and anxiety and stress to this already serious abnormal situation, then throw it in the garbage. You will feel a lot less pressure, and trust me, you'll end up getting those benefits to your overall health and your weight by doing that. We are always here to help you with your weight and health goals at BWN Virtual. My registered dietitians and I are helping meet you where you are right now to help come up with personalized plans to get you to those weight and health goals without so much pressure. So let's do this, guys. Feel free to like, comment, and share this. Search my blog, bethwarrennutrition.com/blog for a lot more healthy tips and recipes. I'll see you soon.